Hey guys, it is Babypowder, and today is Sunday, which means, hey, it's time for another Mailbox Cleanout. And we're on week 18 this week, and following the biggest cleanout we've had since we came back. Not our biggest cleanout. I mean, in the past when we were going on, we actually had some that were like, I think over 2 million. But still, really good as, a lot of things have changed since then. So I was really excited to see it was almost 1.5 million, as you can see here. So really good. 1,446,000. Made a decent amount of transmog, over 500,000 and almost 800,000 in materials. Toys and pets could definitely use some work. And things are a lot different as far as the materials. It takes a lot more time to actually build up the value of the materials. They sell a lot faster, so I feel like that takes away from trying to stock up in certain areas sometimes compared to how we would before. Plus, now we're not broadcasting, so we're not able to get as much loot as we would have in the past as well. So that kind of can take a toll on it. But anyway, as far as this week goes, don't want to spoil too much, but I do feel like we might be in good running with last week. It will be kind of hard to beat at 1.5 million. But of course, you do see some things when you're cleaning out stuff. So there's some things you can't miss. Although I do try to be surprised with the clean out and actually not see anything. So it's kind of like I'm seeing it just like you guys are seeing it. But like I said, you just cannot miss something. But still am not 100% that we have actually beat this week or last week, as I have actually we got a lot of that material sales from like the obsidian bars and stuff like that, and it does seem like it's kind of slowed up a little bit, so we might not have as much materials as we did last week. So it's really going to depend on possibly some of the other areas of the game, and just how much it can kind of counteract how much we might be missing in the material zone. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our first rounds here. And the screen taken down. So as always, we've got Proudmore and Thornton Brotherhood starting out, and we're going to start out with the high value transmog. And here we go. So starting out pretty good, as you can see here. We have 182,018 gold. Let's see what we sold here. Saltstone Circa, it was up 4,000. Here's the big one. T-Boost. We sold the T-Boost Blazing Longsword. Only 166,250 gold, but hey, it has kind of dropped down, and it's been a while since there was all that big hype around it. But anyway, yeah, 166,000, not bad. I'll take it. And then our Arachnidian robes for over 9,000 gold. So starting off really strong already with transmog, with selling that T-Boost. Really nice there. 182,000. So let's put that on our sheet here. So hopefully we can see a lot more sales like that. Let me switch my keyboard over for us. There we go. It's really strong. And we can go ahead and clean that out now. Now let's go ahead and hop on over to our low value transmog. Let's see what we got here. Okay, good. We don't have a zero. We don't want to see any zeros, hopefully. So 26,947 gold, 19 sales. So let's see, we sold a Glorious War Axe for over 5,000. Glorious Boots for over 8,000. Glorious Shoulders, pretty low, 1,200. And let's see, Forgotten Peacekeeper Gauntlets, 2,000. That's about it. Just some other kind of small stuff. So 26,947 gold. Again, this is just low value stuff we're on the verge of possibly vending anyway. So really, anything we get is pretty good. So anyway, let's go ahead and clear that out as well. And then let's go ahead and take a look at materials. It's about trying to get the keyboard switch. It becomes a habit. So let's see what we did actually get from materials. Well, we were doing the primal farms. Actually, not bad. Okay, so we might make up for some of the lost obsidian bars with the primals, because we do have 194,727 gold with our primal cells here. And there's, I was going to say there are some other things. We did sell, well, we actually sold some obsidian bars here as well. 683 of them for 27,000. I even remember doing obsidian farming with, this might be from last week actually, just from what we farmed last week, because I didn't remember doing them, you know, farming obsidian with the Alliance group this week. But anyway, we got 27,000, and then Vault of Earth at 18,000 for 2,100 of them. We got Primal Fire, 16 of them at 4,000, well, you know, almost 4,700. Primal Fire, another stack, 194 of them for 55,000. Primal Fire again, 30 of them for 8,500. Primal Fire, 114 of them for 32,000. And some other, you know, more stacks of Primal Fire here, one for 11, 16, two for 16,000. So not bad at all. 194,727 gold, and that's why I was doing those Primal farms. So really nice there. I actually wasn't expecting that much from this group of materials, because I was actually, you know, the past couple days it seemed like I've been sitting on the Primal Fire and it wasn't really selling. So yeah, really nice to see that. So go ahead and put that in there. And again, of course, as always, if you're, you know, new here, I don't add in materials to the actual ground total. If you saw the sheet, there was ground totals, only transmog and toys and nuts and stuff added to that. Just because of how the, you know, auction house is for materials now. It used to be different where you could actually kind of be competitive with materials, where you know, some realms were higher with some materials than others. But anyway, toys and pets, hopefully we can do a lot better this week. Oh, it's actually already, wow, we only made 108,000 last week for toys and pets as a whole, and we've already beat that. This is nice. This is what we actually try to aim for, is cleanouts like this with toys and pets. 128,000 just on one realm. 874 gold, 14 sales. Let's see, we sold a filthing pet. Finally, these are selling, which these are awesome. Look how many filthing pets there are. We have 5 filthing pet sales. You know, a couple here for over 3,000, a couple more for over 2, and then one kind of low at only 1,400. But we can do that farm in like 10 minutes and have enough to last you for months, really. I mean, maybe not if it's selling like this every week, but I mean, those will last you forever. And I mean, really, for a farm that you know, you only have to do for 10 minutes and have that many, I mean, really, that's amazing value. A lot better than some of the other pets as well. Anyway, though, we've also sold 2 of the toys from WAD, the cannon controller for only about 3,000, but then we have the mortar controller, which I think we actually have more of for 12,000. Really nice value for that. And then we sold a parrot pet from STV. It's kind of low for that a little bit. It is promo though, about 13,000 almost. Black tabby cat, 18,000, which kind of sucks because now I'll probably have to go out and get some more of those. I really don't like doing that farm too much, because, you know, it's not bad if you can just, you know, watch a movie or whatever and just blindlessly do it, but just the fact that it's a green pet with how it drops, you can't do it like the other ones where you kill for like 20 minutes and then loop and then just pick up all the pets or whatever you want to do. It's green and there's really not much else that really drops from there, so I don't get too excited about doing that farm anymore. Dark Whelpling, we just actually recently farmed some of those up, and we've already sold 2 of them. That's really nice. 5,600 for both of those. Emerald Whelpling, finally nice to see one of those. We've got so many of those stocked up. We're probably not going to do that farm for ages, but anyway, 22,500 for that one. Sold one of the Rings of Thunder Ruby Cloud Serpents for 18,000. Yeah, decent variety of. Oh, we actually sold 2 black tabbies. I didn't realize that just now. But really good. Different, you know, a bunch of variety of different pets and a decent amount for once with one of our rounds. Hopefully, some of the other rounds can follow suit there, because toys and pets have been really, really low lately. But anyway, let's go ahead and clean that out, and we're going to swap this one over to the Brotherhood, since we already have Thorium Brotherhood on the bottom right here with their 3 high value transmog, low value transmog, and their materials. So yeah, we want to log this one out since all of our toys and pet bait costs are on account for. So yeah, while this is loading in, as always, we go over their high value transmog and follow the same suit we did for Crownmore. Alright. So, well, we had to have at least one bad one, I guess. So, high value transmog with Thorium Brotherhood. Now, Thorium Brotherhood had a really good clean out last week. I mean, they were actually our highest realm as far as, everything other than the materials. Because what they sold the Cloudkeeper Lake Place for like over 200,000 last week. So that actually had a really good clean out. And now sell Steel Rapier for only 950 gold, which kind of is shocking to see, because with this being a low pop realm, you expect if something like that sells, it's going to sell right at its value or above. Where kind of this is kind of like something I would expect to see maybe on Problem, but it's better than 0. We'll take it. 950 gold. It's high value. I almost put it in low value. With only 950 gold, it's low value. No. Anyway, let's go and clean that out. And let's go ahead and swap over to their low value transmog. So we got here. At least it's better than their high value. And it's not 0. So we got 28,948 gold. Only 3 cells though. Not bad at all for only 3. Recipe for Insane Strength Potion for getting close to 9,000 gold. Bloodforged Shield for over 10. And then almost 10,000 for a Glorious Breastplate. So yeah, not bad at all. Almost 29,000 gold. Add that in. It's definitely not their worst, not their best, but I guess after having a big sell last week, they can't do it two weeks in a row. But anyway, let's go ahead and clean that up. Got that entered in. Let's go ahead and take a look at their materials, which they're just going to be on the back end of that Proudmo group, so they're just going to have similar things, just smaller amounts. And I did kind of mention last time in the clean out, I'm thinking of doing something similar, like I've done with Flaw and Extreme, where I kind of swap the back end group in a little bit, so they get more, more of a chance to actually get some things to put up on the auction house. I still haven't had a farm where I've actually done it yet with Thorium Brotherhood, but I do plan on doing that eventually, just because they really don't have much that they're posting, like on their high value transmog being so they really don't even have a chance too much to even get the sell. So anyway, let's go and take a look at the materials. And nowhere near as high as Proudmore, but again, it's just 3 tunes on the back end that doesn't fly around and gather. So 54,076, and again, it's going to be similar. They do have some of the little, gems and stuff going on in the city. And we're doing that, and then we have Crown of Fire, smaller stacks, 12 for 35, and we have a 68 stack for 19,000, 76 for 21,000, and then a couple more stacks here, 1 for 2, 1 for 5,000 gold. It's not bad. Starting off pretty good here. Just our first 2 rounds. Brotherhood, 1,076. Alright, let's go and clean that out. Now let's see if they got anything on toys and pets. No zeros this week. Alright. It's really small, but hey, we sold a Garn Night Owl, 525 gold. Which is still not horrible. I can actually sell them for a little bit higher on some realms. And I think it's pretty, funny, because I think I'll actually sell this when I have sold it on Proudmore. It actually sells for like over 1,000 gold, so it's actually pretty nice. Whereas that's a high pop realm where things really usually sell pretty cheap and it's selling for so low on this one. But I think it's always sold low. But anyway, still better than a 0, and that's a guaranteed drop if you kill the mob. So it's not really a bad thing to only get 525 gold for it. I mean, me, I've actually been okay with getting 300 gold for since it is a guaranteed drop, and you get what 8 of them if you kill them. So anyway, let's go ahead and clean that out, and we'll go ahead and cut the video and come back, and we'll go over raw and warm rest cord, and then of course last we will go over emerald dream, and hopefully we can keep going on this. Warm rest cord's going to be good. Has actually been mining the obsidian this week, as we had ran out of rested experience with Proudmoore, so that's why we kind of swapped it off, and kind of going to level all the groups that way a little bit, maybe do some other mining, but I really like doing the obsidian because it's doing mesh here, and it's it's a really small area where it's fast respawns from the nose, and it felt like that was one of the best ones to, even though it's still a long process to level that way, I felt like it was the, one that was going to make it the easiest, quickest, whatever you want to call it, plus we make a little bit of gold. Alright guys, so here we are, we're back now with raw and warm rested cord, and so far we're doing pretty good. I mean, we've got Proudmoore, probably about 500,000 almost, it looks like, somewhere around there, with just everything that they've opened up. So I mean, you got 182,000 here, 194, and then 128. Of course, in their actual week total, it's only going to be their transmog and toys and pets. It's already looking pretty good, and might be into a close running with our previous week. But anyway, all that aside, let's go ahead and take a look at Thrall and warm rest cord and see how well they did. So again, high value transmog to start it out. Let's see what we got here. And we've got 347,336 gold. Wow. That's actually quite a surprise to even me, because I think the last time I saw it, it was like 200 something. We just got this one, the Waist Guard of New Days. I'm not even sure where I got that from. That's totally like, I'm not, 104,000. 5,000 for the Waist Guard of New Days. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure where we picked that one up from. The last thing we were doing farming on these guys were the Essence of Undeath out there, where the those guys are so out in Dark Shore, so we could actually get some of the white items to try them out here. Maybe it's one of those items. I'm not sure. It could be something I've been sitting on at this point that's sold as well. I did even try to hit up the Murlocs before I left also. But anyway, let's go through some of the other items here. We've got the Salenti's Insect Smasher, 21,000. I believe I've actually gotten that from farming the Ruby Cloud Serpent, actually. I believe it's one of those blue items that drop out there. And then Designer Jeweler's Ruby Monocle, that comes from doing the Vault of Earth farm, 10,000 there. Netherguard Crossbow, 28,000. I'm not quite sure where that one came from. Kind of want to think Northern, maybe? Not her. I mean, that could also be Vault of Earth, I'm not sure. Anger Fang Gun for 28,000 as well. Termination Axe, 19,000. Iron Patch Blade for 19,000. I believe that might be from doing the Black Tabby Cat farm or something similar. Saltstone Sword Coat, I believe 19,000 gold. Death Power Mice, Mace, can't talk now, all the excitement. 14,000 gold, and that is a blue item. I do believe that came from Vault of Earth as well. It's either that or that's also from doing the Ruby Cloud Serpent. I think it's from the Vault of Earth one though. Ritual Head Cleaver, that is actually from doing the Owl of Thunder, almost 12,000. Anger Fang Great Sword, actually that is from Vault of Earth, and actually so that means the other Anger Fang gun is from probably Vault of Earth as well. Anger Fang. I do recognize that's actually one of the green items that actually dropped. Surprised I actually sold for that much. I thought that was like big value on those items. But yeah, almost 11,000. Crow Blade, pretty cheap, 9,000. But hey, we just got a bunch of those doing the Golden Pearls farm. Dire Axe, 7,000. Restrung Voodoo Bow from the Isle of Thunder as well, 7,000. Razorwind Axe, 7,000. Primordial Blood-Soaked Legs, 6,000. Again, Isle of Thunder. Forgotten Peacekeeper Shoulders, 5,000. Banner Slicer, 5,700. And that's it. 23 cells, 347,336 gold. Really impressive with Thrall, because Thrall, even in the past, it's been kind of hard to really get big value out of them. Actually, I'll switch the keyboard over. So really, really good. I'll add that in. And I was really impressed before, and this is what I was trying not to spoil it, and this is why I was kind of thinking we were gonna, be in competition with last week, because I had actually seen the 200 and some thousand here before, but we must have just sold this, and so yeah, really impressive. But anyway, we'll go ahead and clear that out. Hopefully we can keep this going. Let's take a look at their low value transmog, see what we got over here. And again, we have 376,921 gold with low value transmog. This is the highest low value transmog has ever been, even in the past when I used to clean out. Wow. So let's see what we got here, guys. We've got 48 cells, so a lot of cells. I think the highest I'd ever had with low value transmog before was like a clean out on Proudmoore back in the day, and it was like we actually had to reload the mailbox a couple times because we sold so many. It wasn't like we really had high value with the low value transmog pieces. We actually just had sold so many that we actually had a couple of refreshes, and it was still only getting close to 200,000, I think. But anyway. We sold a big one here, Tempered Steel Blade for 22,000. Gauntlets of Chattering Valves for 21,000. I'm not even aware of all these names, to be honest. Spoke Shield for 20,000. Embroidered Wolf's Fur Cloak, 17,000. I think these are possibly maybe some of the white items, maybe not, maybe something else. And then the Skyrider's Shining Shield, 15,000. Hex Belcher Rifle for 15. D Forester Axe for 15. Bronze Bow for 15,000. Staff of Divine Infusion for 14,000. Thunder Eagle Staff for 13, almost 14,000. Fingerfang Staff, so that actually probably did come from the Voltaire one, almost 14,000. Tarnished Fanatics Girdle, now I do know that came from the Isle of Thunder, 11,000. Fingerfang Spear, 11,000. Orb of Mismantle, 9,500. Now I know that comes from little golden pearls and stuff like that. It's one of the items, I think it even looks somewhat similar to the Orb of Deception. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know it's an offhand piece. We sold Deanship Claymore for 9,400, Hanzo Sword for 9,200, Cariborian Battle Axe for 8,000. Sounds like Northern. Opulent Scepter for almost 8,000. Scorpion Sting for 6,800. Deadwood Sledge for 6,700. Twisted Saber for 6,600. There's so much. Angerfang Knuckles for 6,000. Grown Bone Club for 6,000. Tarnished Fanatics Pauldrons, again that's Isle of Thunder, 6,000. Weighty Stone Axe for 6,000. Knight's War Axe for 6,000. Somebody was really trying to learn a lot of stuff. It looks like Bonecaster Star for 6,000, and Beazel's Basher for almost 6,000. Now I think this is like a blue mace. I think what is it? I think it's dropped out of where I do Dark Cloud Pinnacle or something. Maybe. Could be wrong. Could be some other ones, but I do recognize that name for that one. But anyway, Fracturing Battle Axe, 5,800. Zandalari Head Cleaver for 56. Forgotten Peacekeeper Leggings, 5,000. Tarnished Fanatics War Greaves, 4,700. Hexcaster Gavel for 4,750. And Lunar Spear for 4,700. Man, there's just so much. Forgotten Peacekeeper Gauntlets, 47. Hellslayer Battle Axe, 4,700. Blade Pike for 4,500. Goat Gauntlets for 4,500. And really, then we're just getting down, almost 4,000. And that's the end of the list, really. Anyway, but 30, almost 400,000 gold just in low value transmog pieces. And I mean, only 48 of them. That's not bad. I mean, ones they're selling for over 20,000 here. Really got some really low stuff as well, but not bad at all. So 3,700 and 6,921 gold. Man, that is what? That's probably put us like over. That's putting us over 700,000 on Thrall alone, just with transmog. That is amazing. That is just amazing. Seeing that Thrall only had 63,828 gold with their both transmogs and their pet cleanouts last week, and now just with these two things, they're already up over 700,000 gold. That's insane. So yeah, guys, this is going to be this is already looking very exciting. I can't wait to get everything added up. But anyway, let's go and clean this out. Oh man, it's really nice here. It's going to take a little while. We have 48 items in there. Really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at their materials. And we did golden pearls with them, and we did the essence of undeath. So let's see what we actually sold. And we have only 57,301 gold, but I don't think we've actually sold all the golden pearls yet. And I'm not even sure if we've sold all the essence of undeath yet either, as we were just doing that last night. I think this is today. But anyway, let's go ahead and 57,301. And let's take a look at what we sold. We did sell golden pearls, 56 of them for 18,000. And then we sold essence of undeath, 259 of them for 23,000. Of course, we got some other little stuff in between, but essence of undeath, 110 of them for almost 10,000. Some of the black pearls, actually 1,400 for 256 of them. It's like the lower pearl, but hey, still you get a little bit of value out of them. But anyway, yeah, not bad. And like I said, I still think we have both some golden pearls and essence of undeath left to sell, so we might see some of that next week. Let's go ahead and clean this out. And we'll swap over to the toys and pets and see if they can be somewhat as good as Proudmore or better. Nope. But hey, still, it's not zero. I'll take it as long as it's no zeros. We've got 17,914 gold. And that's actually with 5 sales, because we got a range of sending Ruby Cloud Surfer in here. As you can only hold one at a time, so that's why it's still sitting in the mailbox. But hey, look, Filthing Pets. We sold 3 of them for over 2,000 gold, so nice there. We sold another Parrot Pet from STV, and this is actually the unlearned one, for only 6,000 though, unfortunately. And a Rizachi Hatchling for 4,700. It's not bad. Other than the pet, the Parrot Pet would like to have gotten a little bit more out of that, but that's okay. We still have plenty of them. And it's still better than zero, almost 18,000. Go ahead and put this on here. And really can't be too upset with Thrall no matter what, with those 2 big cleanouts with the transmog. So really nice there. Alright, let's go ahead and log this one out just like we did before with Thorin Brotherhood and Proudmore. As of course our pet Bengal is only on account 4. We'll switch this one over to one rest of core, since that's what we got here on the bottom. And log on to their Bengal. While we're doing that, we'll swap over to high value transmog. And see what we got here. 155,766 gold. So this is what you like to see. I mean, everybody has, had over, well, I mean, other than Thorin Brotherhood, all of our rounds are making decent gold with their transfer. Okay, Thrall knocked it out of the water, but at least, the other ones are making decent gold. So we have 5 sales at 155,766 gold. And let's see, we sold 2 things of Latents of the Icy Heart. I'm not sure where that comes from either. I'll have to look into that one, but almost 24,000 for both of those. And then 2 Saltstone legs. but only for 12,000 gold. Man, that kind of hurts. Okay, because you guys, I know you've seen me do Dark Cloud Pinnacle and some other saltstone farms, and how often we actually see the saltstone lakes. Okay, the saltstone surcoat, sure, we see that a lot. We don't see the lakes. I mean, those things seem rarer than glorious lakes. So, yeah, that's kind of hurts a little bit to only see 12,000. But hey, whatever, we gotta sell, and it's more than a couple thousand. So, but then this one, ever burning candle. I'm not even sure where we picked that up from, but it sounds like a trinket or something. And only 83, and it's 83,000 gold. That's actually, I think, pretty good, honestly. I'm not sure though, as I'm not aware of that item, but 83,000 gold. So anyway, we'll go ahead and put that on the board. Still happy with that amount of 155,766 gold. Whether we beat last week or not, definitely looks like it's going to be our best week for transmog this week. Alright, and then let's go ahead and take a look at their low value transmog. That would really be something we see like we did before. Oh, nope, only 9,970 gold with 3 cells. Let's see, some really low stuff here. And then we did have one decent one, Heroes Leggings, for 8,000 gold. So not bad there for only really like 1 cell. Let's put that on here. Still better than 0. It's just low value stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at their, actually their materials first. And like I said, this was the group that was actually mining obsidian this week, so. Oh, well, not too bad. 402,492 gold. Let's see. We have, let's start at the bottom actually. So we have our Breath of the Wind finally sold, so we'll be able to go back out there and do that farm one day. We were sitting on it for a while, so that's why I haven't been back out there. 695 of those sold for almost 56,000. And then we sold some obsidian bars, just a small stack, 46 to 18. But then we sold some elementium bars for 472 gold, 21,000, almost 22,000 gold. Vault of Air, 1,900. And then we sold another stack of obsidian bars, 598 for 23,000. Pyron bars, or however you say it, 234 of them for 5,000, almost 6,000. Vault of Air, 170 of them for 3,600. And then a big stack of obsidian bars. So that one, 2,583 obsidian bars for 160, almost 167,000 gold. Wow, that's a major stack right there. Yeah, that's just something to see in there. And then we sold, let's see, what else? It is Vault of Air, 148 of them for 3,000. Vault of Earth, 244 of them for 2,500. Another Vault of Air stack, 212 for 4,000. And see, this is a good thing with the obsidian farming, I guess mining in general. I haven't really paid attention with the elementium, but I've been doing obsidian lately, and you know, you get the Vault of Earth and Vault of Air for some reason, you know, mining the obsidian ore. I mean, the Earth makes sense, because I mean, you know, you usually do get like Earth and something with mining stuff, but yeah, the air, I don't know, I guess maybe they just want to make it different. I never really paid attention to it before, but I do know, like, if you're like farming, you know, mining out in like Outland, I believe it's you get, you know, the motes of Earth, and you get motes of fire usually. So yeah, a little bit different. And then obsidian bars, 70 of those for 4,000. Obsidian bars, once again, a pretty big stack, 1,331 for 80,000. Vault of Earth, 275 for 2,900. And that's about it, really. And then just a bunch of these little gems that I also pick up when I'm actually mining and stuff, which, you know, it adds up too as well. I mean, some of these gems you can sell for a decent amount, like, you know, got like 125, 170 here, you know, over 300 here, you know. So they do add up, and you know, give you a little bit of value. I mean, you just have just one gem here selling for 141. So Yeah, 402,492 gold. Still don't think we're quite over last week's total material take yet. Definitely our transmog. So yeah, we might actually be over what we actually made as a whole last week, which would be amazing. So yeah, really good. We'll go ahead and clean that out. We made like almost 800,000 in materials last week alone. So it's going to be tough to beat that amount. But yeah, we're definitely getting close if we're not there already. Anyway, toys and pets, go ahead and take a look. We still have one whole realm to do. So, you know, so anyway, toys and pets, wow, another nice one. 101,442 gold. So a range of defending Ruby Cloud Surfer for almost 19,000. Eye of Observation, one of those finally sold. Almost 19,000. We get that one from one of the rare guys out in WOD. The one you actually have to have at least 5 people to do it. Of course, I have potatoes because you have to unlock them and then you kill them to get that. And then one of the Man Fiend pets also comes from one of the WOD rares, 5,000. Sprite Darter Hatchling, actually, pretty decent value. Not the like almost 100,000 we were selling for them, selling them for like a long ways back. We were, really selling those pets, but still 38,000 pretty much. It's not bad compared to I think it was just a couple weeks ago we were selling at like 28,000. So. Versace Hatchling for 9,000 gold, Orb Deception for 5,600, and then another one of those WOD pets, the Energized one, for 5,300. So not bad. I have to start hitting those rares a lot more often out there in the WOD. I used to try to make it like almost like a daily thing or at least a weekly thing back in the day, and I've really slacked off on it because those toys, the pets, everything, it all sells. So. Anyway, 101,442 gold. Really excited to see pets actually bringing some stuff in here. So yeah, really good so far. I mean, all of our areas are really high. I don't think we're above with materials yet because we only have 194,000 Prowl more, 402,000 more core with materials, which puts us at about 600 and about another. We're almost there. We're about maybe, a little less than 100,000 off beating our materials from last week. But we still have Emerald Dream to clean out. And they're going to have similar materials to what Thrall did, Golden Pearls and all that stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and cut the video, come back, and see what we've made with Emerald Dream. And hopefully we don't have any zeros over there. Alright guys, so here we are now on our final realm, Emerald Dream, and let's hope, things keep going up the way it's been. We've had really good cleanouts with, both Proudmoore, Warm Rest Accord, Thorium Brotherhood, not so much, but still not their worst, as they've had weeks before where they've only made like, I think even less than 1,000 one time with all 3 categories, but anyway, everything else has been extremely good, especially Thrall. They just really knocked it out of the water with their transmog sales, with both high value and low value transmog. Toys and pets haven't been bad either. But anyway, here we are, Emerald Dream, our very last group of bank alts. Let's see how well they did. And again, they're on the other half of Thrall. Even though I have been trying to switch them to the main group, I have actually done that with Thrall and Emerald Dream. But anyway, high value transmog first up here, and let's take a look. And we've got 711,903 gold. Okay. And actually, I had seen this one, the 641,000 before, and that's just that's one of the things I was kind of hinting at on stream that I thought was going to be a really good clean out this week, but I didn't want to give away too much. This is insane. Actually, we didn't have this 39,000 before, so that is kind of a shocker. But yeah, 711,903 gold just on Emerald Dream. Emerald Dream, really, we have struggled to sell transmog on sometimes, and that's just amazing to see something sell that high. I mean, I think that might be our biggest one sell that we've ever made, even, you know, in the past. So I think the only, you know, other thing we've sold that was kind of highlight that was almost 500,000 before when we were broadcasting and stuff. I don't think we've actually ever sold anything that high before for just one item. I'm sure plenty of people have. They've seen, you know, sales of items for like 1 million or something, but for us, that's the highest. And I actually did take the time to look that item up. Sheila's adorned waist guard. That's actually one of those quad items from where we go out there and farm for the Blackrock Bulwark. I haven't actually ever gotten one. Scrog actually got one last time we were out there. But yeah, this is one of those other epics that drop out there. So pretty amazing to see one of those items actually sell and get that much from it. So I guess not just the Blackrock Bulwark is worth, you know, the other items are worth farming out there as well. So really good. 641,000 for that one item, and it not even being the Bulwark. That's amazing. And then we sold the Softstone Surcoat, only 4,000 gold. The legs, 19,000. It's better than the other ones, but still, we'll hope for more value than that out of it. Glorious Breastplate, 8,000, and then the Softstone boots actually for almost 40. It's amazing to see how high the boots are compared to everything else with the Softstone. 39,000 gold. So outstanding right there, especially with it being Emerald Dream of all realms. 711,903 gold. And actually, there wasn't too long ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I believe we had a decent clean out with Emerald Dreams transmog. We had a pretty decent sale, but nothing like this. This is just insane. So I guess they can surprise us sometimes. Anyway. And also, it might be helping out too that we're switching them now, whereas we weren't before. So now Emerald Dream is actually having more of a chance to actually post more items. And that's kind of why I'm wanting to kind of start switching Thorium Brotherhood and Proudmoore when I farm with them, so they actually have more items to possibly post. So anyway, yeah. That's definitely our biggest. You know, you might have thought Brawl was going to be our biggest, and that was still pretty high, but yeah, then they come through with a 711,000. Now, this is not our highest total amount we've ever cleaned out. You know, considering the past we've actually had, like, I think Proudmoore had over 1 million before in transmog alone, and their high value transmog, but they had a lot more sales. But that is our highest one item sale. So yeah, pretty awesome there. So yeah, we'll go ahead and clean that out. I think I just wanted to kind of look at it for a little bit longer. It was really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at their low value transmog. See how well that did. And nowhere near the others, but still, hey, it was not a zero. 4,760 gold. And actually, they usually do pretty decent with the low value transmog, though not really on the high value transmog. And actually, it might be that we need to go back out to Isle of Thunder, because that's, you know, kind of a lot of the items we were seeing on Thrall and Emerald Dream there for a while. But anyway, still really good. Let's see, we sold the Serpent Lord Claymore for over 1,000, and then the Bandit Girdle for over 1,000. Nothing really too big in this one. And yeah, so under 1,000 gold average for 5 sales, that being like 5,000. Still, it's better than a zero. Put that on here, 4,760. Alright, and then we'll take a look at their materials, and their materials again are going to be similar to Thrall's. Oops, wrong paint color. That's Toys and Pets. Similar to Thrall's, because again, they're the other part of Thrall's crew. So we've got 46,055 gold with 34 cells, and we have a golden pearl cell of 27 here for 10,000. Another small golden pearl cell, 17 for 5. The other smaller pearls, Essence of Undeath, 191 of them for 17,222. And then we have another Essence of Undeath, 91 of them for over 8,000 gold. 46,055 gold. Here. Our lowest amount as far as materials go. But we really didn't do too many materials on this group this week. Just some a little bit of golden pearls. We really didn't get to it till this weekend, and then some S's and death. So all week long we really didn't do anything with it. But anyway, we'll go ahead and clean that out. And then we'll swap on over to our toys and pets. And this is our last paint call for the week. Sad to see it end with it being so good. But can't wait to get everything added up here. Anyway, we have only one cell. Black Tabby Cat. Black Tabby was really popular this week. I guess we will have to get some more, unfortunately. 14,250 gold for the Black Tabby, which kind of seems kind of low, seeing that's how many we get when we do that. Sometimes we don't get any or one or whatever. But yeah, Black Tabby Cat. Alright, we'll add that in. 14,250. And at least we had no zeros. That's a win in my book for sure. No zeros. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our sheet pulled up here so you guys can see it. And here's all of these beautiful numbers. 182, 300,000 on both of these, 711 there, 155 there. I mean, it's looking really, really nice. And let's get our calculator up here. Alright, and we're going to want to actually into this. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off as always. We need to switch our keyboard over and start adding up our transmogs. We got 26,947 crown low value and 182,018. So 208,000 already. And we add in Thrall, 376,921, and then 347,336. And we are already almost at $1 million gold with just those two realms and their transmog. Wow. 4,760 gold for their low value. And then the big one, 711,903 gold for Emerald Green. And we are already above what we made last week. 1.6 million already. Alright, 28,948 gold. Then big 950 gold with the high value transmog with Thorium Brotherhood. And then we have 9,970 gold for one rest support for low value. Then 155,766. And so far in transmog alone, we've made 1.8 million. 1,845,519 gold. Very, very nice. Alright. And then we'll go ahead and add that into our total as far as how much we made. The transmog came back, and that puts them now at 7,054,000. As far as how much we've made the transmog alone. Come back to the main. Alright. Grab the wrong mouse there. Alright, let's go ahead and do our materials. And I'm not sure if we might be there. Might be right around the same amount actually. Materials, we might be a little bit under. 194,727, 57,301, and 46,55, 54,76, and then 402,492. That was close. We are still a little under. 754,651 gold compared to our 797 last week. But like I said, we still have a lot of obsidian we are actually sitting on that we haven't sold yet. So that could be part of it. Alright, let's go ahead and add in our total for materials. Where we're at now. That puts us at 6,044,146 gold since we come back. Alright. And let's clear that out. And then our toys and pets got 128, 874, 874, and then 17,914. We only made 108,000 toys and pets alone last week, so really nice. That we have two that cleaned out over 100,000 in toys and pets. And then we have 525 for Brotherhood, and then one rest scored at 101,442. So 263,000. So nowhere near the other groups, but still a lot better than they've been doing. You know, more than double what they had last week. So that's always good when it's more than double. And then we have 2,636, 511. And that puts Toys and Pets now. We've made 2,899,516 gold. Alright. And now for the fun part. Actually adding up to see how much we've actually made. It's definitely going to be over 2 million. So that's really nice. As that would be the goal I would like to be heading for every single week is over 2 million. Alright, to see how far over 2 million are. I mean, this might be a record amount. Yeah, this is already the most gold we've ever made in one clean out. Even like in the past, which, you know, I'm sure some people have done more than, you know, 2 million. But that was, you know, climbing high for us, just because of, you know, my limited gameplay time. But yeah, so it's really nice. 263,005. So 2.8 million, 2,863,175 gold. That's insane. That is amazing with the amount of time that's been put in with the game. So yeah, I mean, a lot of this was this I mean, we almost had 2 million in transmog alone. So really good though, really good. 2,863,175 gold. So close to 3 million. I was actually, I was starting to hope that maybe we would up 3 million there for a second. But still, really good, really good. I'll take it for sure. You know, I mean, that's like double what we made last week, and that was like our highest since we came back. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and add in how much we've made now since we've come back to the game. All right, and that puts us now at, so far we've made 15,968,274 gold since we've come back. And of course, to see how much profit we're actually bringing in so far, as you know, this is what we've paid in tokens, you know, estimated, and then this is, you know, what was our profit last week. So we're going to subtract this 11,320,000, as this is, you know, how much it costs us to basically play the game. Or actually, I need to subtract 11,320,000. Gives us, so far we've made only 4 million. Now it makes it look kind of sad. 4,648,274 gold. I mean, no, that's really good. Seeing that our first month we were actually negative like 450,000 gold, and now we're actually in a profit of 4,648,000, with still having a good majority of the month to go before we have to buy tokens again. So really nice there. Alright, now is to see how our realms kind of stick out, and you know, Thrall and Emerald Dream are going to really be up there. I mean, look at Thrall last week. They only had 63,000. Emerald Dream only had 119,000. And you can see how they compare to the other realms, you know, previously. And yeah, they're just going to blow it out of the water this week, though. Let's see. We'll do Proudmoore first, 26,947, 182,018. And then the 128,874 for the Toys and Pets. So, I mean, they killed it. I mean, did, you know, more than double what they made last week. So 337,839. And then the total for Proudmoore since we've come back in those three categories to almost 2.5 million. 2,498,573 gold. And then we'll do Thrall next. 376,921. 347, 336. Their low value transmog, I just realized that, was actually higher than their high value transmog, even though it was really good. That's crazy. And then 17,914. I didn't realize it when we were actually going over it until it was like right there side by side. I'm actually looking at it for that. So 742,171 on Thrall. Way above the 63,000 they made last week. And then 1,470,646 is what they've made since they came back. That puts them now at 2,000,000 212,817 gold. All right, and then we've got Emerald Dream, 4,760. And then the 7-Eleven, 903. And then their toys and pets at 14,250. So they actually still were less though, even though they had that huge sale than Thrall, because I guess Thrall they had both those big sales there though, in both categories, and Emerald Dream slacked off in the low value transmog, unfortunately. But anyway, still really close. 730, 913. And then we have their 1,090,783. 1.8 million now for Emerald Dream. Alright, and then we have Thorium Brotherhood next at 28,948. And then 950, they did do it the worst out of all of our groups this week. If they could have been even, about half or so what, Crowd War may have could possibly probably would have been over 3 million this week. So, and that would have been nice. But anyway, wow, really, they only made 30,000. Still not their lowest, but still sad to see. 423 compared to when they just made 234,000 last week. But that's how Thorium Brotherhood goes. They'll have a good week and then they'll have some bad weeks. They've had bad weeks like 3 times in a row before, so hoping that doesn't happen though. All right, 1,061,567 gold. That's what we made on Thorium Brotherhood since we've come back. And then Warmrest Accord got 9,970, and then 155,766, and then 402, 492. Oh no, oops, we don't add in materials. All right, and then 101, 442. All right, so 267, 178. And then we're going to add in their 2,001,011. So that puts them at 2.2 million now since we've come back. So really nice, really nice. Only have, 2 realms now that are under 2 million since we've come back. And Emerald Dream now is really close to 2 million, and we really I think just got over 1 million with them, just like last, and now we're almost at 2. So really good, really excited about these transmog sales. Almost 2 million gold in transmog alone this week. And yeah, so that's the thing. Transmog, it sometimes doesn't sell, and then you sit on it for a while, but then it's when it does sell, it can sell. And I know there's been a lot of stuff coming back, and there's been some hype about stuff, and I'm not so sure, how many of those items we may have sold, if we sold any of them. It's not like I went out trying to go look for those items, just doing farms that I've been doing anyway. And yeah, maybe we did pick up something, and because I didn't really realize all those names of everything. But still, we've been doing that farm for the wad farm for a while now, so it's just been sitting on that one item that sold for 600,000, and it finally just sold, which is really nice. Finally see something really nice coming out of that farm, and with not being able to get the bulwark when we do it. But anyway, guys, yeah, really be awesome if we can beat this clean out next week, but I don't know, this is like a record high for us, and that's that's just amazing. Just overall excited about that. Even if we don't have quite that much next week, still will be overwhelmed with how good this one was, and it's just very exciting. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the clean out, and yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. See if we can maybe get somewhat near where we were this week, or see if we can double it again. I really don't know if we can double it again without adding our other realms like we were talking. I'm thinking about doing here soon, adding more realms with another team, like 3 more realms or maybe 4 more realms. Maybe then we can get up there if we can have these realms clean out like this, and then adding on whatever they clean up. But anyway, guys, it was really good. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss next week. See what, how well we do, and if we go back down or if we go up even higher, and everything else. I will be streaming tonight here shortly as soon as I get this video edited. And yeah, I mean, just remember too, if you guys come follow me on Twitch, which there's links down below. You can always join me on farms. I always love having viewers come in and tag along. Scrog, he tags along a lot with me, and some other people do as well. And yeah, if you guys have suggestions, you can mention them then. We can try them out, see if we get anything, and maybe we can see it sell here on one of the realms as well. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this clean out, and I will see you guys again next week in next week's clean out, and hopefully on Twitch. Y'all have a great Sunday, and hopefully you guys have yourselves even better than this.